saw everybody's name tag. Just we're good on that. Just and also make sure that they have their name tags when they come in. I'll remind the audience to make sure that all of your cell phones are off. I prefer that they be off rather than on silent. For the audience, because of the weird setup in this room, just be very cognizant that you're not tapping on your desk, whispering to yourself or your neighbor, talking about answers, because you don't want to distract the players up here, or us have to count an answer wrong because it looked like you were trying to signal to them. Doesn't look like anybody has laptops or anything, but just be careful not to be watching screens from other rooms. For the players, please wait to be recognized. We don't want to have to, consider something consultation. It's kind of a new rule, but if we call out a number and it's not your number and you don't really say much, you go, just be very cognizant of what number gets called out, because once you start an answer, that's your answer, and if you speak out of turn, I'm going to have to consider it wrong. Let's go ahead and do a buzzer check. A1, 2, 3, and 4, and then C1, 2, 3, and 4, and then all of the C team. Okay. We will be doing all 20 questions, so we'll do score checks after 5, 10, 15, 19, and 20. I passed out the Aurelia passage, so this is going to give you a chance to hear how I pronounce Latin. So hopefully everybody can see and hear me okay. Here it is. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua calida ingenti et equo. Tredecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic equus erratissimus domum recurrere coipit. Ehu. Aurelia Anglicae dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period CIT period means? Do you all have any questions about how I read Latin or anything like that? Okay, great. Okay, as a reminder, this is the JV league, so we won't be accepting like any quote-unquote official challenges. If you have questions, you can let us know. But otherwise, good luck to everybody. Have fun. Take a deep breath, and let's do this. And we do have the go-ahead, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I don't think Team A has a captain. I'll just call her.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go ahead.
Would you like the Aurelia passages?
You can, no, we'll get them after. Toss-up 1 for any team. Who oversaw lavish decorations in the Roman Forum and hired 320 pairs of gladiators with silver-tipped weapons as aedile in 65 BC?
C3.
Answer, please.
Cicero.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
Yes, I'll just go ahead and start over. Who oversaw lavish decorations in the Roman Forum and hired 320 pairs of gladiators with silver-tipped weapons as aedile in 65 BC, launching a political career that also included a consulship in 59 BC and an appointment as dictator for life in
A2. Julius Caesar.
That's correct. In 44 BC that led to his eventual assassination. Before we start with the bonuses, let me see your name tags. Okay, we tested out your buzzers, so we're good to go. First bonus, what position in the cursus honorum did Caesar hold in 62 BC when he tried to deny the staunch Optimates supporter Lutatius Catulus the honor of restoring the temple of Capitoline Jupiter? What position in the Cursus Honorum did Caesar hold in? I need your answer. Answer, please. Okay. It's praetor. Second bonus. What contemporary of Caesar served as censor in 65 BC, proposing full citizenship for the inhabitants of Cisalpine Gaul, and later died fighting in the east in 53 BC? That's correct. So that's 15 points on toss-up 1. Toss-up 2 for any team. Give an antonym of the Latin verb ascend.
C4.
Answer, please.
Redeo.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
Give an antonym of the Latin verb ascendo, which means climb up. Give an antonym of the Latin verb ascendo, which means climb up. I've read it twice. I'll call time. You could have given a bunch of answers, but cado, descendo. So no points on toss-up 2. Toss-up 3 for any team. When recognized, perform or describe the following commands. Saluta comites et dic Anglicae, hodie est dies optimus.
C4.
Hello. Today is the best day.
That's correct. First bonus, perform or describe the following commands. Consentite et dicite Anglicae, ita vero, sed cras erit melius. Perform or describe the following commands. Consentite et dicite Anglicae, ita vero, sed cras erit melius. Answer, please.
Yes.
I defer to Victor.
People have to do that. I think, like,
Answer.
we say, but tomorrow is the better. Like we all say that once.
Okay, sorry, I gotta call time. So, I mean, you had it right. It just took a while. So you would all agree and say, but tomorrow will be better. Second bonus, perform or describe the following commands. Jungite manus et narrate comitibus Anglicae bonum diem. Perform or describe the following commands. Jungite manus et narrate comitibus Anglicae bonum diem.
We join hands. We join hands.
Answer.
I defer to Victor.
We join hands and say, good day.
That's correct. So 15 points on toss-up 3. Toss-up 4 for any team. Which man, whose mother was also his grandmother, joined forces with heroes like Hippomedon and Amphiaraus to take back the throne of Thebes from his brother Eteocles?
C2.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
Which man, whose mother was also his grandmother, joined forces with heroes like Hippomedon and Amphiaraus to take back the throne of Thebes from his brother Eteocles? I've read it twice. I'll call time. It's Polynices. So that leaves us to toss-up 5 for any team. What Latin term was used to refer to buildings, such as the one constructed by Tullus Hostilius in the Roman Forum, where the Senate met?
C2.
The Korea.
That's correct. First bonus. What road ran through the Roman Forum, followed the course of a stream and led between the Regia and the Temple of Vesta?
We is soccer.
That's correct. Second bonus. What arch stood at the southeast end of the Forum and was completed around 81 AD?
Yeah. The Arch of Titus.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 on toss-up 5. And that leads us to our first score check.
Team A has 15 points, and Team C has 35 points.
Toss-up 6 for any team. What English technological term, often counted in the thousands or millions, derives from a Latin verb for to paint and refers to the smallest addressable element of a digital image?
C4.
Pixel.
That's correct. First bonus. What other English term for a type of computer program is directly borrowed from a Latin word that means poison or slime?
Wait, can you repeat?
What other English term for a type of computer program is directly borrowed from a Latin word that means poison or slime?
Oh,
Answer, please.
I defer to Victor.
Python?
No, it's virus.
Oh,
That makes me happy.
Second bonus. What other English term, derived from a Latin word for tree trunk, means a systematic compilation of laws or instructions written for a program?
Could you repeat?
What other English term, derived from a Latin word for tree trunk, means a systematic compilation of laws or instructions written for a program? Answer, please. I'm sorry?
Constitution.
No, it's code. So,
I
no, it was different.
I thought I heard it, but that wasn't the official answer, so. Okay, toss-up 7 for any team. What emperor left behind a surplus of 2 billion sesterces, established 5 jurists as members of the imperial council, and built a wall in Britain north of the...
C3.
Patriot.
Antoninus Pius.
That's correct. Built a wall in Britain north of his predecessor, Hadrian's. So, first bonus. What governor of Britain was commissioned with the building of the Antonine Wall from the Firth of Forth to the Firth of Clyde?
Lollius Urbicus.
That's correct. Second bonus. What wife of Antoninus Pius was the adopted mother of Marcus Aurelius and received a temple in the Roman Forum alongside her husband? That's correct. So the full 20 on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8 for any team. Translate the following sentence into English. Magistra rogat ubi discipuli sent. Translate the following sentence into English. Magistra rogat ubi discipuli sent.
C4.
The female teacher asks, where are the students?
That's correct. First bonus, translate the following sentence into Latin. The students wanted to know why the teacher was asking.
Could you repeat?
Translate the following sentence into Latin. The students wanted to know why the teacher was asking. Answer, please.
I defer to Victor.
Discipuli.
Answer.
Okay. Discipuli. Coup P.A.Bant Cur Magister like Row
The answer.
gave up.
Oh, you nearly had it. At the very end, it would be cor magister or magistra rogaret.
Oh yeah.
Second bonus, translate the following sentence into Latin. We didn't know what the students were doing.
Could you repeat?
Translate the following sentence into Latin. We didn't know what the students were doing.
Start.
Answer, please.
I defer to Victor.
Nescivimus quid studentes agerent.
I'm gonna check student.
Okay. We're going to check studentes.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, that's correct. We were looking for discipuli, but you got it. So that is 15 points on toss-up 8. Toss-up 9 for any team. Responde latine, si patruus est frater patris, quis est frater matris? Responde latine, si patruus est frater patris, quis est frater matris?
C2.
Onkelos.
That's correct. First bonus. Responde latine, quis est pater uxoris aut mariti?
Can you repeat, please?
Responde latine, quis est pater uxoris aut mariti?
Thesaurus out Mariti. Where's Mariti?
Answer, please.
I defer to Julia.
Amita.
No, we were looking for socer.
Oh.
Second bonus. Responde latine, quis est femina, quam pater in matrimonium ducit, postquam mater mortua est?
Can you repeat, please?
Responde latine, quis est femina, quam pater in matrimonium ducit, postquam mater mortua est?
Say something about the. Can you translate?
Time.
Answer, please.
I defer to Julia.
The Mater Familios.
No huerca. So that's 10 points on toss-up 9. Toss-up 10 for any team. What woman, facing a similar problem to that of Penelope, established a high-stakes competition that led to the deaths of many of her suitors?
C1.
That's correct. Until the goddess Aphrodite helped one of them with a gift of golden apples. First bonus, who eventually beat Atalanta in this amazing race?
I defer to Julia.
Hippomenes.
That's correct. We also could have taken Melanion. Second bonus. Which son of Atalanta became a member of the Seven Against Thebes? Answer, please.
Heracles.
No, Parthenopaeus. So that was 15 points on toss-up 10, which leads us to our next score check.
Team A has 15 points, Team C has 105 points.
Okay, toss-up 11 for any team. Which Thessalian grandson of Autolycus survived the usurpation of Cretheus' throne, grew up on Mount Pelion, and returned to his birth city of Iolcus conspicuously?
C2.
Jason.
That's correct. Returned to his birth city of Iolcus conspicuously missing a sandal, much to the dismay of his uncle Peleus. First bonus, name Jason's father, the eldest son of Cretheus.
Jason. Okay, I have to do that.
I defer to Julia.
Jason.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Jason.
No. Can you spell it? repeat your answer.
Ion.
No, it's ASON. A-E-S-O-N. Second bonus. Which goddess helped Jason before he set sail with the Argonauts?
Hera.
Oh, yeah.
Hera.
Okay, I'll take that. I misread the question. We were asking for two goddesses, but I realized I only said which goddess, so I'll take that.
What was the other one?
Athena.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So that's 15 points on toss-up 11. Toss-up 12 for any team. Describamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hoc sententia. Credo puellas ad forum festinaru. Sorry, let me start that sentence over. Credo puellas ad forum festinaturas esse, quo tempore est credo. Describamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hoc sententia. Credo.
C4.
Praesente.
That's correct. First bonus. Quo tempore est festinaturas esse.
Could you repeat?
Quo tempore est festinaturas esse.
I think just
Futuro.
That's correct. Second bonus. Cuius personae est credo.
Could you repeat?
Cuius personae est credo.
It just Unius goes first.
Yeah. Unius.
We were looking for primi.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
So that's 15 points on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13 for any team. What man, preparing for battle, holding Actor's spear and a sword Vulcan had forged for his father Daunus, prayed that he would be able to win the upcoming battle so that Lavinia would marry him?
C3. Aeneas.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
I'll start that over. What man, preparing for battle, holding Actor's spear and a sword Vulcan had forged for his father Daunus, prayed that he would be able to win the upcoming battle so that Lavinia would marry him and not Aeneas?
A2.
Ajax?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. It's Turnus. Toss up 14 for any team. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice, as wealthy King Croesus and the wise Solon continue to discuss the happiest person in the world. Then respond in English to the questions that follow. Here's the passage. Tandem rex Croesus, qui putavit se esse hominem felicissimum, erratus factus est, et clamavit, quo modo isti homines sunt feliciores quam ego, rex dives et potens. Nonne vides regnum et aurum meum. Solon respondit, vita semper mutatur, pauperes pecuniam inveniunt. Reges in servitudinem, sorry, I'll start that one over. Reges in servitudinem cadunt, solum post mortem tuam sciemus, quam felix sis. Repeating the passage. Tandem rex Croesus, qui putavit se esse hominem felicissimum, erratus factus est, et clamavit, quo modo isti homines sunt feliciores, quam ego, rex dives et potens. Nonne vides regnum et aurum meum. Solon respondit, vita semper mutatur, pauperes pecuniam inveniunt, reges in servitudinem cadunt, solum post mortem tuam sciemus quam felix sis. Your question, what always changes according to so?
C4.
Life.
That's correct, according to so on. First bonus, what two things does Croesus point out to Solon as evidence of his happiness?
Can you repeat the part of past with aurum?
Nonne vides regnum et aurum meum.
Oh, kingdom. Can you repeat the question?
What two things does Croesus point out to Solon as evidence of his happiness? And I need an answer, please.
I defer to Victor.
His kingdom and gold.
That's correct. Second bonus, when will Croesus be able to know how lucky he is?
I think it's after his death.
After his death, yeah. I defer to Victor.
After his death.
That's correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up 14. Toss-up 15 for any team. Which of the following words, if any, comes from a different Latin root than the others? Comfy, forte, enforce, unfortunate, fortify.
A1.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
Which of the following words, if any, comes from a different Latin root than the others? Comfy, forte, enforce, unfortunate, fortify.
C4.
Fortunate.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Can you speak up?
Fortunate.
Can you spell that?
Fortunate.
I'm sorry, the word was unfortunate. But you're on the right track, so no points on toss-up 15. So that leads us to our next fortune.
Team A has 15 points, Team C has 155 points.
Okay, toss-up 16 for any team. For the noun cornu, give the genitive singular form.
C4.
Core.
Answer. That's correct. First bonus, now say in Latin with the horn in the ablative singular.
So just
Could you repeat?
Now say in Latin with the horn in the ablative singular.
so cum cornu.
Okay. Cum cornu.
That's correct. Second bonus, and now say in Latin horns in the nominative plural.
Could you repeat?
And now say in Latin horns in the nominative plural.
Okay. Cornua.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17 for any team. Using the verb pharaoh, say in Latin, he brings.
C4.
Ferret.
That's correct. First bonus, using pharaoh once again, say in Latin, you all have brought.
So two listus. Yeah.
Two listus.
That's correct. Second bonus, and continuing to use pharaoh, say it had been brought.
I defer to Victor.
That's correct. So the full 20 on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18 for any team. What king's attacks on several Greek cities on the island of Rhodes led Attalus I of Pergamum to appeal for Roman aid, setting off the second mass...
C3. Philip the Fifth.
That's correct. Setting off the Second Macedonian War. First bonus. What consul of 200 BC and an ancestor of one of the emperors of 69 AD proposed that the Comitia Centuriata declare war on Philip?
Jerby.
What consul of 200 BC and ancestor of one of the emperors of 69 AD proposed that the Comitia Centuriata declare war on Philip? Answer, please.
Flaminius.
I'm sorry, it's Galba. Second bonus, to gain support for Galba's new declaration of war, the Comitia declared that veterans of what contemporary general would be exempt from fighting against Philip? To gain support for Galba's new declaration of war, the Comitia declared that veterans of what contemporary general would be exempt from fighting against Philip? Answer, please.
Scipio.
Could you be more specific?
Africanus.
That's correct. So that's 15 points on toss-up 18, which leads us to toss-up 19 for any team. How should a patient take a medication with the abbreviation P.C. on the label?
C2.
After eating.
That's correct. So you get the visual.
I got it.
You now will have 5 seconds to inspect the visual, and your time will start now. Your first question, you are looking at a sample prescription order for a hospital patient with medications numbered 1 through 4. Give the number of the medication that should be taken as needed at bedtime.
Three.
Okay.
You just say three.
Yep. 3.
That's correct. Second bonus, give the Latin and the English for the abbreviation that indicates how often prescription 1 should be taken.
NDA.
4 times a day. Okay. 4 times a day.
Is that your complete answer?
Quater a day.
That's correct.
How many times?
So that's the full 20 on toss-up 19, and you can show everybody the visual. It's a really exciting one. Okay, we'll do the score check after 19, and please everybody hold applause because we only have 1 question left.
Team A has 15 points, Team C has 230 points.
Okay, toss-up 20 for any team. Who gave Odysseus the advice to walk past the king and appeal directly to the queen when entering the court of her parents, the hospitable rulers of the Phaeacians? Who gave
C1.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
No place.
Who gave Odysseus the advice to walk past the king and appeal directly to the queen when entering the court of her parents, the hospitable rulers of the Phaeacians? I've read it twice. I'll call time. It's Nausicaa. So after 20, the final score is...
Team A with 15 points, Team C with 230 points.
Good job, guys.
Well done. If you have